There's truly just one thing standing between you and the life you've always wanted to live: your mindset. I'm going to share a perspective that immediately changed my life, and it might do the same for you. Trust me, I understand how you feel. You're tired of it. You're tired of having big dreams and ambitious goals, yet feeling unsure of how to achieve them. It's frustrating because deep down, you know you're capable of so much more. But instead of moving forward, you feel stuck, overwhelmed, and ultimately do nothing. The more you think about all that needs to be done, the more impossible it seems. But what if I told you that changing your life isn't as hard as it feels? What if I said that you could begin transforming your life as soon as tomorrow? In late January of 2025, I reached a breaking point. I told myself, enough, I can't keep doing this. However, like so many of us, I fell into the same old trap, overthinking. I became overwhelmed by the thought of how long it would take to make any significant changes and how much effort I'd need to put in. Every time I started imagining the work ahead, I found myself distracted, reaching for my phone, scrolling through Instagram for the 30th time that day. But then something clicked. I remembered a simple piece of advice I'd once heard. Take one step every day. When you think about your dreams or goals, don't focus on the entire mountain you need to climb. Instead, look for the next step, just one small step. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's easy to get lost in the enormity of your aspirations, but by breaking them down into manageable pieces, just one step at a time, it suddenly feels achievable. And here's another thing. Remind yourself that the pain of doing nothing is always worse than the pain of taking action. Sure, making changes can be scary and uncomfortable, but staying stagnant, feeling unfulfilled, and doing nothing is far worse. The discomfort of trying something new is temporary, but the regret of staying stuck is endless. Some days you might feel extra motivated and take 2 or 3 steps forward. That's fantastic. Other days you might barely feel like moving, but you remind yourself to take one small step. That's fine too. The most important thing is progress, no matter how small. Those little steps add up over time. Sooner than you think, you'll look back and realize just how far you've climbed. You'll see the peak of that mountain more clearly than ever before. When I say this mindset changed my life immediately, I mean it. Before, I was standing still. Now I'm moving forward, one step at a time, one day at a time. As I'm writing this on December 31st, I realize that I've worked towards something every single day since the new year began. Every day I remind myself, just take one step today. And while I haven't achieved instant success, I've created purpose for myself. I'm making progress, slowly but surely. To change your life, you have to take that first small step. Do it once a day, every day. Eventually, you'll look back and see just how much you've accomplished. The transformation will be bigger than you ever imagined. There's truly just one thing standing between you and the life you've always wanted to live: your mindset. Start today, take the first step. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. It all starts with one small step.